Good afternoon and welcome to the Lunchbox Devotionals. I'm Pastor Russ Yope, and thanks for spending some time with me today. Well, there's really no way to get around the fact that a lot has changed. I mean, a lot has changed. I'm getting ready this weekend to have my middle daughter's high school graduation, which is going to be done in the parking lot, drive-through style. The world is definitely different. And for all of the conflict that's going on over reopening, not reopening, how we reopen, do we wear masks, do we not wear masks? One clear thing is that we all want to get back to normal. We want to be able to go back to doing the things we used to do. We want to go back to a sense of comfort and security. We want to be able to go and buy groceries in the grocery store without worrying about empty shelves. We want to be able to visit our loved ones whenever we want to. We want to be able to freely behave as we used to behave. We want to go back to normal. It doesn't matter if you're on the side of the argument that says reopen everything now, or if you're on the side of the argument that says no, we can't reopen anything yet. At the heart of what it is that you're dealing with, you still want the normal. Both sides want the normal because, well, things haven't been normal for a good long while, have they? But here's the thing. I'm going to pause for a moment in this. And I'm going to say, I'm not sure I want the normal back. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say, I really think there's a lot of the normal I don't want back. And some of it has directly to do with the way that we lead our lives outside of our homes. Now, admittedly, a lot of it has to do with the way we lead our lives inside of our homes, because I don't want the normal that was there back either. You know, when I watch television and they have to have a public service announcement on the television telling people that every so often families should get together around a table and eat a meal together because it's healthy to have a family meal, when we need our televisions to tell us that, I don't want that normal back. And I think within our homes, the fact that we all have had to spend time with each other, we've had to eat together, we've had to play together, we've had to work together, we've had to find ways to engage one another. I think that has been marvelous, and I really hope that we hold on to that. The old normal of being disconnected sure could go out the window with regards to how we behaved in our homes. But there's a lot of normal outside of our homes that I really am concerned with my hopes that it will go away. And, if it does, it's going to make us all uncomfortable. We were running late at my house last night. Everyone was busy. Everyone was doing things. During this COVID-19 lockdown, work at home has meant just the work never ends. And so we'd gotten to like 7:30 in the evening. And my wife and I, honestly, we just hadn't made dinner yet. And we looked at each other and said, it seems like tonight's a good night to go support some local businesses. Let's find somebody that we want to get carry out from locally, and we'll just get some carry out. And by about 8 p.m., I couldn't find anyone open. And I'm going to tell you, that sort of annoyed me. I'm like, what? Come on. It's only 8 o'clock at night. Why are you closed already? But then I got to thinking, well, why should anything be open at 8 o'clock at night? I mean, why should our businesses be open at 8 o'clock at night? Shouldn't people be home with their families, resting, actually getting to be a part of their family lives and not being kept out of their own homes? When I was a kid, and probably when a lot of you all were kids, things closed earlier. Things weren't open on Sunday. The simple fact of the matter is life moved slower. People could continue their lives while working and didn't have to choose between the one or the other. In the world that we've had lately, it certainly seems like people do have to make that choice. You either get to spend time at work and get ahead, or you can focus on relationships and other things that matter and not get ahead. And you know what? I don't want that normal back. And a lot of it has to do with the simple fact that we had lost track of being thankful for the things we had, and had just gotten to the point where we just wanted more things all the time. We took things for granted. One of the things that we took for granted, that normal that I don't want back, is worshiping together. There's a passage from the book of Hebrews, the 10th chapter. Paul writes, "Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful, and let us consider how we may spur one another towards love and good deeds, not giving up on meeting together, as some of you are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day of Christ's return approaching." We took for granted the fact that we could get together on a Sunday and worship with each other. You ever talk to somebody that says, "I don't need to go to church. I can go out in the woods and worship God and feel perfectly connected to God out there in the woods"? Yeah, sure you can. But those trees aren't going to encourage you to be a better person. They're not going to hold you accountable for your behaviors and spur you towards spiritual growth. They're sure not going to offer you communion. And they're never going to come to visit you when you're sick and bring you a bowl of soup. You know, that's what we need our fellow believers for. So, as we approach the reopening of our society, I say to you all, while there's a lot of normal I'm excited about getting back to, let us think deeply about the lessons we've learned during the lockdown, some of which have to do with the importance of being together. Apply that to your families. Apply that to your friends, and most absolutely apply that to your faith. Do not abandon the lessons that we've learned in this abnormal, and the incredible lesson of the importance of being together. Well, thank you all for spending some lunchtime with me. I hope that you all will hang around for our announcements. God bless. See y'all later.